So I've been cooking up something in my mind. Let him cook, right? And oh yeah, we're doing face cam by the way. That's important, unimportant. I've been thinking, as a Star Rail is releasing, Honkai Star Rail that is, what my plan is going to be for the global release. Now, as you all know, maybe you don't know, maybe you're new, maybe you're not new. I played tons of Genshin Impact. Like I played so much. You know how many counts I had in that game? Like 20. Once again, not important, but that adds into the actual, like, what I'm trying to say in the video. And so I know a lot about the ins and out of Genshin. I know how much a free to play can progress in that game. I know how much currency you get in the game. I know the progression system, and I know pretty much everything about every single character in that game. Honkai Star Rail, however, is a game I literally know nothing about. I don't know anything about the characters. I know nothing about the actual gameplay. I know nothing about the boss mechanics. I know nothing about the elements. There is a sort of element system, but there's no elemental reactions. That's the difference between Honkai Star Rail and Genshin. We'll probably make that a different video. But what I'm trying to say is that this is a brand new experience for me. But if, you know, past is an indication of the future, I believe that Hoyoverse, Mihoyo, whatever you want to call them, scumbag, no, I'm kidding, are going to make Honkai Star the same way that they made Genshin in terms of overall design. A lot of the systems are going to be the same. From what I heard, rumor has it that a lot of the stuff in the game is also the same as in Genshin, the UI and so on and so forth. And so I have a picture of Seal on the screen. I think her design looks great. That's the very first thing I want to mention. I think the designs for a lot of these characters look amazing. They look phenomenal. We have Serval here. Serval is a new character, not related. Well, maybe she is a part of the Honkai universe. Maybe so. I don't know. I played Honkai Impact, by the way. I just don't know much about the characters in terms of lore in that game because I don't pay attention to the lore. I'm sorry. And then we have Natasha. She's another character. Maybe she reminds me of? She reminds me of Raven from Honkai Impact. Not important, by the way. And then we have Lil Klee, if she was in Honkai's universe. And so I think, and they actually have some male characters as well. Arlen is one of them. But they have Sampu. He's one of them. Jeopard. I really don't like how he reminds me of Crow from Epic 7. Not a fan of how he looks. My personal favorite, Rania, I can't wait for her release. And then the other male characters here, like Welt. I think Welt looks pretty badass. I think any character with glasses, kind of like Aizen from Bleach, looks fucking awesome. I love male characters with glasses. It just, especially if he does the thing where his actual eye lens turns like white whenever he just like pushes up his. That's fucking dope. I like that a lot in terms of male designs. And so with this game being different in terms of other gacha games we played before, Artery Gear, Higan, I mean, that game has some male characters, but let's be honest, there's little to none, so it might as well not even count. This game has a lot of, diversity, and I'm a fan of that. We're not gonna talk skin color, okay? But a lot of diversity in the game in terms of, gender, stuff like that. I think that's awesome. Sex, excuse me. I think that's awesome. And so I like that a lot. And I'm looking forward to releasing Welt because I think that's a character I really want to have on my account. And that brings me back to what the purpose of this video is. My plans for the global release of Honkai Star Rail. And strap on because this is going to be a good one. Okay? Genshin Impact. Alright? In the beginning of that game, from what has been told, apparently you could re-roll, and there was they gave so many summons out the wazoo to every player that played the game because of various rewards, pre-registration, how many players actually were playing, how popular the game got, being voted in the Play Store, App Store, and all of the above. And I think that may or may not be something, like I said, a past may be the indication of the future. I think Honkai Star Rail is going to have a lot of hype on the release, and maybe, just maybe, okay, have a little bit of copium here, maybe hopium rather, maybe Hoyoverse will actually give a lot of, primo gems. Oh god, intertwined fates. Oh no, give a lot of wishes. Damn it. Maybe they'll give a lot of wishes to the player base when Honkai Star Rail does well and release, like I said before, I think there's going to be a massive amount of hype because it's going to be a game by that company, right? That is new. That's you literally don't have to make a good game. As long as it's by Hoyoverse and it's new, it's gonna have a lot of hype. And so I believe that they're going to give quite a few wishes like they did in Genshin, and that's always nice. So my plan is to actually see what banners they have at the time. If they do, from what has been told, apparently the banners they're gonna have on release is going to be, oh, Kafka. I can't wait for her, but I think she'd be cool. Hopefully her banner is on release. I don't think it is, but she's apparently gonna be in the first patch. It's not important. Okay, so apparently Seal was the first banner for when the betas happened for the game. So maybe not. She ends up having the first banner in Honkai Star Rail. Like I said, a lot of this stuff is subject to change, so we don't know. But if she's going to have the first banner, I love Seal. I think her character overall was great. Honkai Impact. I'm level 80 in that game. I think she's great in Honkai Impact, and I'm looking forward to her being in Star Rail. From what I heard, she's a very great DPS. She does massive damage. She does AoE attacks, and she gets an extra turn when she kills an enemy, which is great. And then I think if you pair her with players that played in the beta, that if you pair her with Bronya, then you have this ultimate team, and it's Bronya pushes up the CR, the action bar, attack bar of Seal. And then Seal just goes ham, right? And she just destroys the boss, the enemies, whatever is on the opposition. I like that a lot. And I think that's definitely a part of my playstyle. I like being able to push up a character and allow that character to do all the damage. I like, support, and then having a DPS, and then the support, giving a lot of resources to that DPS, and then turning that DPS essentially to a hyper carry. And I think Seal is going to provide that playstyle. And I like that a lot. And so I'm looking forward to her hopefully being the first banner, because I think she'd be, and this is Meta Slave Toshi talking, right? Of course, if you were waifu over meta, disregard everything I'm saying and call me stupid and say, you know what, F you Toshi, I'm gonna do what I want because I play this game for the booba and the chest pecs. Hey, that's understandable. Go for it. But as I was saying before, I think Seal's going to be amazing, and I'm really looking forward to having her on my account. So that means that I am going to be re-rolling this game like a madman. I'm going to be sweating my balls off, dude, re-rolling until I actually get an account where I have Seal and I have Bronya, both, within a reasonable amount of pulls. And I think getting the best start you can in a game like this, if, like I said, past indication of the future, if you played Genshin Impact, then you understand what I'm trying to say, is that the better your account is in the beginning. Now, who knows how the power, maybe there is power creep in this game, maybe there isn't, and let's just say there's a perfect world, a perfect future for this game where there is no power creep, right? And so you do get your account with Seal and then Bronya, and then boom, you have so many resources that you could save up for future characters, because all the characters right now are not there's plenty of characters I'm sure that they have in the works that may or may not be data mined already, that are going to be future releases. And so being able to save up and have a certain amount of wishes, rolls, pools, and get a character, and be able to guarantee them because you had the best start possible on your account and you're able to clear the content in the game with that account is just amazing. And so that's pretty much where I sit in terms of my beginner noob start to the game, right? That, and if they do have a Bronya banner, I'm sorry, but wife or meta, I'll probably go all in on that banner. Yeah, I just love this character. And like I said before, I have literally no idea what any of these characters do. Okay, that's a correction. I do know what Seal and Bronya does, but that's because someone spoiled it for me, and there was a beta players that said it. Okay, but other than that, I don't know anything else about any other characters. I don't know what Den Heng does. I don't know what Welt does. All I know is that he was a stigma from Honkai Impact. That's it, and that was for Hersher reason. That's literally it. And then Himiko, all I know is that she was dead in Honkai Impact. That's pretty much. I shouldn't be laughing, right? But that's all I know. And then March 7th, all I know is that this is the release date that every player on Copium is hoping that Hoyoverse has for Star Rail Impact in the future. Star Rail did I just say Star Rail Impact? Honkai Star Rail in the future. But that's pretty much it. Like I said before, I'm really looking forward to releasing this game, and I'm very excited to follow up with it. There will be more Star Rail videos to come in the future, and I hope you all are excited as well. Definitely do let me know. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree with like my plan and kind of where I sit with the game. And of course, I want to hear, you know, what you all have to say. Maybe your plan is more big brain than mine. Maybe you have a sort of like just like galaxy brain where I cannot comprehend even like 1% of what you're trying to say because it's just out of this world. Let me know. Anyways, that's it. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Peace.